welcome back to my channel. Venance here. I am so excited to talk about this today because this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. So if you've been wanting to quit your 9-to-5 job to become an entrepreneur, this video is something that you are going to need because I have been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 6 years. It is 6 years, yes. 6 years, and I haven't had a 9-to-5 job for a very long time. Oh my god. And it's been amazing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk about how I quit my 9-to-5 job first, and then I'm gonna give you guys the tips and the things that I recommend if you want to be able to quit your 9-to-5 job for the next 6 months, like in the next 6 months, if you want to be able to become an entrepreneur and do this full time. So let's get into this video. Also, if you have any questions by the end of this video and you want to ask, make sure to go ahead and ask in the comment section down below. Also, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment to my channel so that I can make more videos like this. Let's get into it. So first thing first, I want to talk about how I kind of like fell into entrepreneurship. I've always known that I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I've always known that I wanted to run a business. I've always known that I wanted to be a model, a content creator, or just a creative in general. So like when I was 5, I met this gay guy who taught me how to walk. And ever since, I knew that I wanted to be a model. So and that kind of like changed my mindset about like what the creative world was about. So I always knew that I wanted to do that. I've always said that I wanted to run my own business ever since I was very young. I remember my first ever business. I used to sell guayabas. I used to climb trees, and I would pick guayabas from like the trees, and I would like set it up. You know how little kids have like they have a lemonade stand? That's what I used to do back in Cameroon. Okay, so I used to pick guayabas from the tree, and I would oh my god, this is giving me nostalgia right now. It's giving me nostalgia because I literally remember where I was sitting in my neighborhood and selling guayabas. That is so, I never talked about this. This is my first time. This is so amazing. I never talked about this. But yes, I used to sell freaking guayabas. Oh my god. Okay, let's get into it. I would like pick it, and I would put it in like a basket. I would put like a table, and then put the guayabas in the basket, and then I would sell them. People walking by and stuff like that, and yeah. So that was my first business, you guys. I was very young. This is like back in Cameroon. That's so crazy, but I always knew I wanted to run my own business. So I did have my own business when I was young. So that was my first experience. So then I moved to America, USA. And when I was here, I was very much like, I was very shy. I went to middle school. My middle school, I wasn't really that much into, I was very shy. Then when I became a junior, that's when I became a bad bitch. So when I became a junior, I started modeling a lot, and people started noticing me. And that's when I just started getting into like being creative, and getting into content creation, taking pictures, and starting to like take care of myself and my look and this and that. Then I got really good at what I do, and a lot of people were reaching out to me. A lot of models were reaching out to me to teach them how to do this. So I just felt like, before, when I didn't know, I would reach out to a lot of people and ask them, and they would like block me, unfollow me, blah blah. This is not like even a modeling story, so I don't even want to get into that. But let's move into the entrepreneurship side. So me teaching the models. So I wanted to teach on a bigger scale. Like I didn't just want to like talk to like just little girls, little models, little here and here. I wanted to speak and teach in a bigger scale. And to teach in a bigger scale, you need to learn digital marketing. I didn't know that at the time. I just thought that, I just want to help people. But I just didn't want to help little, small amount. I wanted to help big amount. To talk to big amount, you need digital marketing, okay? So that's how I kind of fell into it. I was just searching, online, searching, and praying a lot, manifesting, writing a lot, and just trying to be like very much asking God, like, how can I do this? I want to do this. And the first time I ever did a launch, it was such a fail. Nobody showed up, nobody bought. It was such a fail. And then I did it again, and this time I did it with structure, I did it with plan. And and by this time I was working. I had a 9 to 5 job. I hated my job so much. I remember crying a lot in the car every time I would drive to work, crying and praying and just being like, I don't want to be at this job anymore. I hated my job, but not as much. I hated it, because I was working for someone else, but I liked what I was doing a little bit. But then when I moved into the office, because they hired me to work in the office, I hated it even more. I hated going to the office. It was just so, they loved me. Oh my God, they loved me. The model is coming. It was like, oh my God, the people in my office loved me, but I hated it. So yeah, I just started praying. I would always say I'm gonna move to New York and this and that. And that's kind of how I found a coach that aligned with the things that I wanted to do. And that's kind of how she taught me my, some skills that I felt like I could use. But a lot of the things that I've learned throughout the years is just also my experience, because someone can teach you the strategies, but sometimes you're going to go through your own experience, your own things, to make it happen for yourself, So I did have a help, but a lot was just my experience, because sometimes someone can teach you something, it doesn't work, and you kind of have to learn how to pivot, but yeah. So that's kind of like what I did. I remember I went to my boss and I told them I'm done, I'm quitting, and they were like, oh, you'll be back. That's what my boss told me. She said, you'll be back. And I was just like, no, I'm not. Yeah, no. So that's how I quit my job, okay? And it was scary the first couple weeks, okay? The first couple weeks was scary, but I was able to make my money back in my investment because I saved money while I was working. I was saving money to make a big investment for my coach. It was about like $2,000, $3,000. But I invested and I made $5,000. And that $5,000 turned into $25,000. It was scary when I made the 5K and I didn't know where my next check was gonna come. But that's where, you just have to keep going. You have the strategy now. So you just gotta keep doing the strategy. And I've been doing the strategy and growing my brand and this and that. And now we're here. So I haven't had a job in the last 6 years, and I've been doing digital marketing, digital products, content creation, and all of this. So now let's talk about the tips, the things you need to do. If you want to quit your 9 to 5 job, you need to be realistic. That's the first step, okay? Be realistic. Pardon. Because so many people quit their jobs and they just think, oh my God, I'm going to quit my job and, I'm going to become so rich and this and that in just a couple of weeks. And babe, be realistic, okay? Because it might not happen like that for you. It doesn't happen like that for a lot of people. I'm very calculated. I'm a Capricorn, so I am very calculated. I am pretty spontaneous, when it comes to things like this, but I've already calculated it in my head. I knew that I'm not going to quit my job unless I have a strategy to quit the job. Like, how am I going to make the next income? Like, how is this gonna happen? I just didn't quit and just, that was it. I quit because I knew, okay, I'm about to, this is like my last savings. Like, this is all I have right now. I'm about to make this lunch. The lunch might, maybe it wasn't gonna work, but you know, I had already quit my job, so it really put pressure on me for it to work. But I don't recommend this. I don't recommend this. This madam is literally, you want to say hi to the camera, Miley? She's literally like on the camera. Be realistic, okay? And don't just quit your job thinking that, oh my god, I'm going to be rich in the next couple of months. The next couple of months you're gonna be fine. But just be realistic when you're doing this and try to be calculated. So another thing with this, I always say that I never recommend anyone to just jump and quit your job. I never do that. I never recommend that. Like, all my clients that I work with, I teach them something called a bridge job. So it's getting a job that doesn't drain you, drain your energy, and drain you. You know, sometimes when you have a 9 to 5 job, by the end of the night, you're not even able to work on your business. You're not even able to work on your content. You're not even able to work because you're drained from your job. So a bridge job basically kind of like helps you. It's a job that is a fun job that doesn't require so much energy from you, and where you're able to have enough time by the end of the day to work on your business and you don't feel drained. So, and it also pays for all your main you know, like the main things, your necessities that you need to survive, so that you can easily quit that job when you're able to make the money for your business. I hope that helps. That's the first step. Secondly, have a plan. So that kind of goes into the being realistic. Have a plan. I don't recommend anyone quitting their 9 to 5 job without having a plan. I would never tell you this. I'm not one of those people that would be like, quit it, quit. Never. Okay, have a plan. I am very calculated, but the way that I teach you to do this is to have a bridge job. Like, manifest another job that doesn't require you to just put so much effort and energy into yourself, so that you're drained by the end of the day. Also understand that when you become an entrepreneur, babe, you know when they say you quit your 9 to 5 job to start working 24/7, that's what this is. But let me tell you something, it's not always like this, okay? When you're starting and you're building, you know, you're trying to build consistency, you're trying to build your audience, you're trying to build you know, trust, LTK, like, trust, and know your audience. It's gonna take time. You know, sometimes you're gonna work a lot. Like, sometimes and some nights I would spend all night just working on my business, creating my funnels, and you know, working on videos and doing all these things, working really hard with my clients to make sure that they get results. So, and all of this, it helps because, especially when you're doing digital products, you build it once and now you don't have to work on it anymore. It becomes really easy. Now all you have to do is do stuff like this, you know. You just do videos, you do just marketing things, focusing on like just getting people in your funnels, just getting a bunch of people in your funnels, and then it becomes really easy and fun. So like with me right now, I travel a lot more, so all of these travel is also part of my work, because that's kind of like part of what I do, you know, as work, and it makes it more fun for me, because I have digital products. I don't have to like ship anything. Everything is kind of like shipped by itself, so it makes it more fun. Like, now I don't work 24/7. I work a lot less, and then, you know, also when you start hiring people to do the stuff for you, then you don't have to like always be in the business. But let me tell you, like, when you're starting, you have to do those things. You have to invest the time to be able to make, you know, you're going to be working a lot when you're starting. That's just it, because you have to build it. You have to build the ebooks, you have to build the courses, you have to build it. But remember that once you build it, all you have to focus on now is just getting people in your funnel, and then you wouldn't have to like do a lot. Yes. Another thing, this is the next step. You don't need as much money as you think you do to quit and survive. You don't need that much money to survive, babe. To actually quit your job to survive. You don't. I used to think that, like, for example, sometimes when you have your regular job, you're like getting your hair done and your nails done and this done and that done, like, but you really don't need that much to survive, to pay your rent, to pay, even like getting your nails and getting your hair done. Like, it is expensive, but when it comes to digital products, like, I teach a lot of digital products, so I'm gonna talk about that a lot. So when it comes to digital products, you just know, maybe, okay, you only need to make $200 a day to make a certain amount at the end of the month, right? So if you have that certain amount of money at the end of the month, you're able to pay your rent, you're able to pay this, you're able to pay that. It's just being calculated. So I have something. I'm not gonna give you all everything like that. I was about to give you one of my. Do I actually care? No, I don't. So I have a worksheet. Okay. I'm annoying. I have a worksheet where I basically plan out your dream life. We plan out your whole dream life, okay? And your dream life, what does it, like, what are the things that you need to actually have that life that you love, that life that you deserve, like, maybe the things that you want to do every month is like having self-care, right? Maybe you want to buy a new car, maybe your apartment costs this much, so now, and then what are your current expenses? Okay, so you figure out what your expenses are. I'm giving you the tea right now. You better freaking be writing this down, okay? You figure out what your expenses are, and then you figure out what you need to make to survive. But for me, I don't just do that. It's for your dream life. Like, I'm talking about, like, do you want to have a Mercedes? Do you want to have a I don't know, penthouse? For me, those are not like my dream things. For me, it's more like traveling. I want to experience life, so those are my dream things. So for you, you can be, more like on the materialistic thing, which nothing wrong with that. It's your dream life, not mine. So figure out what those things are for you, and then, add your expenses with that amount. So you calculated how much all of those are going to cost. You add those amount. That is going to be how much you need to make per month to be able to get to that life, okay? And then we create a product, we're gonna get into like the product part. So then you create a product that basically will get you to that monthly income that you desire. So yeah, you do not need that much to survive, that much money to survive. But if you're trying to have this big grand life, you also are able to achieve those things. Like, that is possible. I know plenty of people in my industry that are freaking billionaires from doing this. So it's possible. So this is the next step. Use your wealth of knowledge to create digital products, okay? There's so much that you know. There's so much that you've experienced. There's no one like you that has all of this knowledge that you have. I want you to use that to be able to make money and create products that are going to help other people's lives. There's so much money out here to be made, and make sure you use your mind, use your knowledge, and use the things that you've learned throughout the years to be able to make money and create digital products, because that's how you're going to be able to get that freedom life that you've always wanted. Okay, this is the best way to make money online and truly become, getting to that freedom life. It's by using the knowledge that you already have and giving to people and teaching. That's how you're able to do this. Okay, you have so much expertise so that you can, teach other people. So turn that into digital products. It could be ebooks, it could be a mini course, it could be a workshop, it could be so many different things. But make sure that it's a digital product, because with that you are able to like you're able to make money on demand. You know, you're able to make money whenever, you're able to make money while you sleep, you know. So make sure that it is the digital product, because that is how you're able to make money. You can even have a YouTube channel. That's also another way, because this is also another stream of income that you can use to quit your 9 to 5 job, by using the things that you know, your knowledge, to be able to monetize. So that's what I'm doing as well right now. So yeah, this is the next part. I'm giving you the steps right now to be able to create your digital products. So next, you're going to discover a way to get traffic. So it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, it could be ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. So find a way to get a bunch of people into that product that you have, so that people can buy. Okay, and remember, you need a specific amount of money per month to be able to quit your 9 to 5 job. So let's say every day, if you have about you sell about $200 to $500, you can easily quit your job, because you're making $500 a day. You're not making that in your 9 to 5 job. Or maybe in your 9 to 5 job, you're making a specific amount of money a day, right? Let's say maybe you're making $50 a day, and you sell $50 worth of products a day. Now you are able, at the end of the month, you're able to make as much money as you're making from your 9 to 5 job. So use traffic, you know, learn Facebook ads, Instagram, but you need to choose one. Okay, don't try to do everything. Don't try to do Instagram ads, Facebook ads, blah 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 ads, all these things, girl. No, choose one thing and focus on that one thing, and become an expert at that one thing, because when you focus on one thing, boom, that's how you grow. So yeah, choose one thing. And then this is the last part, is to give excellent customer service, and make sure you show up for your audience, and you show up for, you know, the people that have bought your products, and just show up. And I think it's very important to have really good customer service. This is something that I invest in. I hire people to do my customer service, to make sure that they are on top of my emails, they're on top of, you know, just showing up for me. And I hire people to comment back, you know, like help me with my social media, so that I show up. Okay, this is very important to do that. This is like, in this entrepreneurship realm, it's very important to give really good customer service, because that's where you that's kind of how you go above and beyond, you know, for the people that buy your stuff. As you know, if you don't know, I over deliver with my customers. So sometimes, like, when they buy a product, like, I give them an extra product for free. You know, I always try to go above and beyond, and, like, you know, so that they always expect more from me, because I feel like when you give, people are always gonna give back to you. So that is it. I really hope this video helped you. If you're willing to like, if you're ready to quit your 9 to 5 job, I just want you to know that this is like my advice now when it comes to this. Like, if you're scared to do this, I really want you to understand that, like, this life is possible for you. You are able to do this. You are able to have this life that you've always dreamt of. And I'm getting a little emotional, because I remember when I also was like in your shoes, and I felt like I couldn't do this, you know. I also have my family that helped me. So make sure that you have a lot of, like, support system to help you. So yeah, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you. And of course, my stupid stuff is going to get emotional. Why do I always do this? I just want you to know that I'm so proud of you. I know it can be, like, really scary to do this kind of stuff, you know, like, jump into, like, entrepreneurship. It's so unpredictable. It's very scary, you know, not having, like, that I don't want to mess up my makeup. Not having, like, knowing where your next, like, the next money that you want to, like, your next check is coming. It's scary, but I just wanted you to know that I am on the other side of where you want to reach. Just know that it's possible. You're able to do this, and I also got you. So I'm here for you. Yes, I was getting emotional, child. I cannot mess up my makeup. I took like a whole hour to do this, okay? So now, if you want to start this journey of becoming a full-time entrepreneur, content creator that travels the world, I do have an ebook for you. I'm gonna include it right here. The stuff that I teach in this ebook, oh my god, it's going to change your life. It has changed my life, you know. These are the strategies that I I've used over and over with every other product that I create, you know, to do this. So the link of the ebook is going to be down below. It is called The Blueprint to Selling Digital Products and Traveling the World, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be down below. Make sure to go ahead and get it because it's only $7 and it's very affordable. I made sure that it is something that is very affordable. So yeah, thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I am so proud of you, and I can't wait until you're gonna message me and tell me that you have quit your job and now you are a full-time boss babe like me, so we can go on a trip together. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.